I wanted to show you guys what I captured when I was up in Sequoias National Park. Took my GFX, shot a wedding, and I never do star photography, but looked up at the stars. They looked beautiful. First day was pretty bad, but the second day was actually it was great. So I pointed up the camera and just started messing around. Never shot. Never really shot anything, any stars or anything like that. So I really don't know what I'm doing. And of course, I don't have the lens for it. But I'm like, what the heck? Shoot, I'll test the low light capability, see what I can recover, from the shadows and the darks and everything. And I start playing around. So let me just show you what I was able to see now that I actually look at it in the computer. And as you can see, ISO 400, 63 millimeters, 2.8, 60 of a second. Of course, I couldn't really focus on anything. I tried playing for the focus ring, try to see if I can focus on something, but whatever. One thing that you see right here, that do have it on 60 seconds, and what I did notice is that I'm guessing it because we're so high up, or like around 7,000 feet, that the rotation of the Earth affects more. I'm guessing it affects more when you're probably higher up, that the rotation probably happens faster than when you're lower. I'm thinking that that's what's happening here, because I really haven't seen any other 60-second exposure that actually creates this light, basically light trails. Like I said, everything was moving. As you can see, all the lights are just, all the stars are moving. And one of the things that I noticed also once I actually brought it into the computer is that the actual colors, I think, of the stars, so it's the blue shift, the red giant, or just a bright star, and on a yellow suns and everything, or reflection, could be planets. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. But as I try to recover and I start pushing, I start actually recovering a lot. What basically my camera didn't see, and it's a lot more than my eye was able to see. And as you can see, I'm just basically pushing it almost at 1.75. I can go 2 stops, and I'm started bringing a lot of stars into view. And I don't see, let me talk about 100%. I don't see that much noise actually when I'm trying to recover all of this. As you can see, it's just unbelievable that I was able to actually see. I guess it's a blue star, Like I said, I don't know. It took some astronomy, but like I said, probably blue shift, and then the orange or red giants and everything. But as you can see, you can actually start seeing the colors, true colors of the stars with this camera. And maybe somebody can educate me when it comes down to this, if it's true, or what am I seeing, what am I recovering extra, or it's just the noise from trying to recover. But as you can see, I'm gonna try to push this even more, 3 stops, and that's when you start actually seeing the noise, like right here in the middle of the screen. So if I bring it back a little bit, as you can see, I did made some contrasts, some fine tuning, the black and everything, just to try to get the stars in focus. And it's just incredible how much you can actually push this camera, the GFX, Fujifilm GFX medium format, and basically bring out so much information without having to put in so much noise. I have to go 3 stops over exposed just to kind of get that. And even then, you can see how much information is still there, all those stars. And it's just incredible what the camera can actually bring back. 2 stops, 2.67, stops, and just how much I can bring back. It's incredible. I'm just amazed the amount of information I can bring back. And again, I was playing around, ISO 400, 63. This one was a 30-second. And again, already this one actually brought back 5 stops. And it's just amazing how much information I can bring back. If I bring it to 0, just the way it basically was shot, this is just a couple of stars that we're able to see here and there. Again, I'm actually seeing the actual color, I think, of the star, which is just amazing. And again, if I start bringing back 2 stops, 3 stops, and I start seeing even more stars, and I believe that's the actual color of the stars. It's just amazing. It's just I don't know. Maybe I don't think it's a camera. Or maybe other people do see this. You know, when they start bringing actually the color of the stars when you start to recover. But I think this is the actual color of the stars in the sky. Our eyes probably just sees white, but I'm just surprised. You know, if I bring four stops, look how much information I'm actually bringing from just a couple to four stop overexposed. And look at that. There, where's the noise? I'm not really seeing any noise. I'm actually this one. I'm pushing it five stops, and I'm able to recover so much information there that the eye can't see, and you can start seeing right here in the middle, basically all the noise, all the stuff that basically you're just pushing a little bit too much. You start seeing the noise, but look at that, just bright, just recovery. Oh, I'm just so in love with this camera. Just look at that. How many stars you can actually bring back out. And I don't know, this program also, Iridium Developer, it's a program that I'm basically playing with since my other program doesn't really support it, which is Capture One. But this one, I'm actually really happy with it. It's just taking a while for me to get used to, but I just wanted to show you. You see these black blobs right here? These are the trees. Basically, it wasn't even visible. You know, at that altitude, there's really nothing, no lights. And like I said, if I bring it to the exposure that I did, you really see a couple of stars. And as you start pushing this camera, you actually start seeing, you can actually see the trees and just pretty much, just it's trash. But you see this, the outlines of the trees. Basically, this is what we were able to see. But four stops, just look at how many stars. You know, it's just incredible. Just incredible how much I can actually recover by pushing this image, or three stops of light extra to bring out the actual true colors of the stars. I'm just dumbfounded. I'm amazed. I'm amazed. You know. Again, this one, 4.68 stops of overexposing with a 63 millimeters. You know. Again, look at that. Just blue lights. You know. This is not me adding color. You know, this is a shot. Temperature is an estimate. You know, I'm basically trying to bring the color just to kind of saturate the actual colors, you know, the tint. As you can see, I can probably bring it down and they'll do the shift. But if I bring it to 0, again, this is actually still the same colors. You know, this one was color temperature, a shot. If I bring it a shot, it's actually giving me that. So the tint, I didn't mess around with it to give it an extra color. This is the actual color that was shot at. Automatic. The white balance was automatic on the camera, so this is how it was shot. I can try to do auto, but to be honest with you, I think it's just gonna keep it there. There's really not much for it to change, but even then, it shifts the tint a little bit, but you can see the color still there. Let's bring it to a shot. So plus 33. And you can see the colors of that. And if we try to bring back, look how many stars you bring actually back, how much information is still there. They're just incredible. This garbage images, you know, it's not really designed for that. I'm guessing it's not really designed for the stars and everything, but I just wanted to show you guys what this camera can actually bring back from the shadows and recover. I've seen it with some portraits, but I'm like, well, maybe with stars, or maybe it'll do something, you know. And this one is actually, again, this is ISO 100. You know, the other ones I think it was ISO 400 and everything. So I was playing around with the ISO and everything at 30 seconds, and I'm pushing this one almost 4 stops at 0. Basically, actual exposure that I shot in, it got a couple of stops, and once you push it, you can actually see the trees, and just wow, incredible. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You know, just showing off what the camera is capable of actually doing. Not really much. This one was a 120-second exposure, you know, and again 100 ISO f32. This is why you can't really see any stars, but you can see the star trails. But at f32, I was trying to see maybe I can get everything in focus, but again, I have to have basically like a stabilizer that maybe like it was like a gimbal that helps the camera kind of rotate with the earth so that the stars look exactly the same. But again, playing around. Hopefully guys you like it. Hopefully you guys can see the capabilities of the camera and how much it can actually bring back out from the shadows without having to really distort, bring so much noise into it. Hope you guys enjoy it.